Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical, this is Mystical Gaming and we're back into Watcher of Realms. Now today I wanted to have a look at Gear Aid 1 and the purple sets of gear within there, for want of a better description. So that is Annihilating Might, Whirlwind, Calamity, Life Force and the Salvation set. Just wanted to have a quick overview of those, and let's go in and have a look at what they actually do and how we actually use them, stats we're going to be looking for and how they really work. So here's a siren and we're going to put the Annihilating Might set on him. There's a couple of things we should be aware of. Firstly, the Annihilating Might set, 2 pieces, gives crit damage plus 35%. So you need 2 pieces of it, you need the weapon and you need the breastplate. Now, something to be aware of, whenever you equip a weapon, you will always have as your main stat flat attack, and whenever you equip a breastplate you will always have your main stat flat HP. So we start off with our flat attack. It increases as we hit level 4, at level 8, and then it increases again at level 12 and also at level 16. Now the other thing to be aware of, if you're putting Annihilating Might on someone, we will get, let's just equip that piece and we'll equip that random piece, we get plus 35, 2 piece, crit damage plus 35%. So when we go over to our attributes here, we can see crit damage plus 35%, we've now got 185% crit damage. And then if we go into info, so attributes info, crit damage, the percentage of additional damage dealt by the hero when they deal a crit hit, apart from their base damage. Okay, so that's the additional damage. Now that is a straight up plus 35% when you crit. So all the crit damage in the world is useless if you have 0 crit rate. If you're putting this set on because you've got really good substat rolls, brilliant, absolutely good idea. If you're putting it on because you want an extra 35% crit damage, it's not the worst idea in the world, but you do have to make sure you are going to actually critically hit. If you've got 0 crit hit, it's not going to do you any good. Along with healers, healers cannot crit, so putting crit damage on a healer will not give them a massive heal. Can't be done. Right. So that is pretty much the Annihilation set done. Right, the next set we've got is the Whirlwind set. Again, it comes with flat stats as they all do. Let me put that on, and then we get our attack speed of plus 75. If we go and have a look at the attributes, we can see attack speed plus 75. His attack interval has not dropped at all. You would normally expect your attack speed to go up and the attack interval, that is the time between your attacks, to decrease, so you attack more often. However, you do need to read the skills, and there are a number of champions this affects. We have a look at the bottom here. Attack speed bonuses do not affect basic attack. If we come here, we've got our attack speed now of plus 75, so attack speed has gone up to 175. Our interval, attack interval, has dropped from 2.6. We've got minus 0.6 seconds. We're now at 2 seconds between our attacks. So you do need to check if you are putting gear on that the bonus that you're hoping for does actually fit with what your champion's abilities are. Now the next 2 sets to look at are the Calamity and the Life Force. They do the same thing, they just affect different stats, so the effect of them is much the same. Life Force, 2 pieces, HP plus 25%, and that is the same for the Calamity set. It will give you 2 pieces, attack plus 25%. Now you do have to go careful with these pieces. You are affecting this base stat here. It is not the same as the crit damage where it was just added on plus 25%. This affects are the effects are taken from our base HP or base attack. So if you go to your champion and you upgrade them, you will see that these base numbers go up. Now your gear will be reflective of the new base number, so when you up these by 25%, your new base number will give you an increase as well. When you promote your champion, you also upgrade their base HP and base attack, and that will affect the gear that is running a percentage attached to this base number for you. So if you are running a cheese strat for some reason, such as Rebel, restores 15 cost for all allies every 25 seconds. If I want to restore my cost quickly and do not want to level the champion up, it's important I know the gear that I'm putting on. So the percentage I would up their defense by and the percentage I would up their HP by is minimal. So I am looking for flat defense and flat HP to make them tankier. Flat defense HP percentage, and then again on the items, flat defense. It gives me an extra 237 defense on their defense, which is only 231, so it gives me over 100% extra defense, whereas when I pick a piece up I get somewhat less than 40%. So make sure you know what you're doing and when to use your flat stat pieces. I've got one flat stat piece on here because the rest of them I ditch, because you so rarely ever use them. It was just what I came across, and it had flat HP on as well, and I wanted to make them a bit tankier, so I put flat on, but that was all I could find because all the rest of it I ditch. So if you are trying to make one of your people a bit tankier and you don't want to go through and level them up and promote them, then make sure the gear you're putting on there has some flat stats in there to boost their stats, because your percentages will boost their relatively low main attributes. So our last set now is Salvation set. Salvation set. Now this gives us a healing effect of plus 25%. So we equip that, we equip that. And there we go, we've got our healing effect of plus 25%. Healing effect plus 25, in total 25, so it's already gone on there. Grants extra healing multiplier to increase the hero's healing amount during the battle. It's pretty the description isn't brilliant over what it actually does. I think I might have a play around with it later and do some testing to see if we can get some actual real world numbers out of this. But healing effect is better than whatever they heal with. So if you have a look at your champion, obviously attack based healing, you want attack on this champion. There are healers who have HP based healing, so you want HP based on them, but healing effect will grant them bigger heals than putting more attack on them or more HP. The advantage with putting HP on an HP based healer is you can make them tankier without having to drop their healing by that much. So the gear I would look at for this is, I cannot choose the primary stat, but I can make sure that my healing stuff has healing effect on there, and I would like attack percentage on there because I am an attack percentage based healer. And ideally, if I'm being cheap about this on leveling up my gear, I'd rather have these two somewhere in the first 3, because it is a lot cheaper to level up than taking anything to 16. So that would be ideal, because I have attack percentage there, that will up my healing. Defense will make me slightly more tanky. It's flat, and I would rather, if I was playing the champion, I would level them right up. Then I'd have healing effect, which would be a bonus as well. So they are the stats you'd be looking at. They're somewhat different to the other stats that are more attacky, where you would want to make sure you've got crit rate on there and not taking up a slot here using crit rate. So your bangle is the only place that you'll find crit rate as your main stat on if you are putting on an attack based set and you want to make sure you hit your crit rate up high enough. With the Salvation set you do not need it, because healers cannot crit rate, and healing effect has no effect on the people being healed. So you can't put this set on your tank thinking they're going to get bigger heals. It doesn't work like that. It only works from helping the caster, not the person receiving the heal. Okay, so that was a quick run through on the couple of basic sets that we first get from Gear Raid 1. I'll probably run through the rest as well, and we'll level some up, and we'll do a bit of play testing with them in future. I might do some play testing with this set afterwards to see how good healing effect is over HP or attack, to see if we can get some real world numbers, and I'll probably have a look at some other sets as well. Okay, thank you very much for your time. If you've got this far in the video, you probably don't hate me, so that's a bonus. If you could hit the thumbs up and subscribe, that would be really helpful, and I'll see you all again later. Thank you very much for your time. See you soon. Bye.